Hi, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your random reading. I decided to do an energy reading for today, and what came up was quite interesting. So, overall, we have caring connections in reverse. This is number 15, and it's talking about changes within relationships. It breaks down to 5. It talks about expansion. It talks about needing to expand yourself after this event. It's talking about the best way to kind of get back to yourself, and it's also talking about a need to kind of pull your energy back from a situation, reevaluate it, and then move on. Move on to bigger and better things. Now, you also got the rest and rejuvenation card, which talks about a need to pull yourself back as well. It talks about a need to kind of rest and rejuvenate yourself. It talks about a need to get back to meditation, to get back to stillness in order to create more clarity, in order to create more connection to the divine as well. So, these cards are very much highlighted in the reading. So, what we have under the first deck is the Emperor. Now, we have the Emperor twice in this reading. He also comes up to clarify the first card. So it's very much about, I'm getting the impression that it's very much about somebody taking on a very powerful energy. Imagine you have the divine feminine, but here we don't really have the divine feminine. We have two emperors. Now, what is that's going to create is an overabundance of energy in the situation. There's strength, and then there's dominating in too much of a masculine way. So say you're the Queen of Swords, for example, because that is the only other feminine energy in this reading. So therefore, it's talking about the need for the feminine to kind of defend herself. She's at this place where she's protecting herself. She's at this place where she doesn't want to give anymore. We have all these cups spilt, and it's like you've given emotionally and emotionally and emotionally, and in response to that, you've decided, I'm not going to be emotional anymore. I'm going to use logic, domination, reason, and leadership. But the fact that there's two emperors, is showing that it's like it's trying to make up for the energy. It's saying that the energy is too forceful or too dominant within a situation. Because the feminine side of the reading is the Queen of Swords, and she don't mess about. Look, she has somebody begging there. She's like, you know the rules, this is it. Or it could also be, because we have the Hermit looking at the Four of Cups. So it could also be looking at what you've given in the past and deciding not to give from that place emotionally anymore. It's like you've given so much that we have the scavengers here and there's nothing left to give. Now, what's interesting is that underneath the other deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So here we have that balance needed. A balance needed in reciprocity, a balance needed in fairness, and also in energy, because it's a Pentacles card. So it's about the body, and it's about coming to terms with a balancing of that masculine, feminine energy. Now, in order, the Hermit was clarified by the Four of Swords. So it's about taking some time out from a relationship, taking some time out from a connection. We also have the Four of Swords here, which also reiterates this energy card that we're given. It's about taking time out to rest, meditate. And also with the Four of Swords, it's about taking the time out to focus on one thing at a time. It's also a worrying card in the sense that if you keep going with this card, you get into the mental realm of battles, obstacles. It's a need for self-care here. We have the feminine here. There's a need for self-care. In terms of the Queen of Swords, she's not horrible on purpose. She's horrible because, she sets boundaries because she's been hurt in the past, and she uses that wisdom, this wisdom, not to be hurt again. So it's looking at what we've put into relationships, what we're getting out of relationship. In terms of the divine feminine that I was talking about, we have the star to clarify the Queen of Swords. Now, the star talks about a need for self-care as well. It's also talking about a need to nurture ourselves so that we can nurture the ground or nurture others around us. Yeah, it's about if she was just pouring both of these cups onto the earth, where would the nurture be for her? So what's interesting is that the Queen of Swords in this reading is the only female kind of energy, yeah, in terms of a court card. So it's she's not the Queen of Cups in this reading. So it's saying that things are out of balance in terms of the masculine feminine. It's also saying that this situation is being guided and it's above what you have reference to. So therefore, all you can do is create balance within yourself. And it's also about the divine feminine recognizing that divine spark within herself, and that is where the healing comes. Yeah, if you're a divine masculine, it's about knowing that you have to balance the energy of the divine feminine too. Yeah, you can't be all the emperor, because too much emperor is violence, it's power, it's domination, but then the feminine energy is also domination, it's also power. So there's definitely a need to kind of balance the masculine and feminine energies. Underneath the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Cups, and this is talking about a battle. Here's the battle, yeah? Now all of these cups have been spilled. Normally with this card, we have a couple of cups that are still upright. With this one, it's almost the energy of, with the Emperor, like if I'm not gonna get what I want out of this situation, or if everything's gonna be spilled, I'm going to spill the rest. It's that energy. Or if you've just spilled all my cups, I'm about to take you out now. I'm about to slay this demon. Yeah. So it's saying, now that is where the changes need to come. Yeah, that is where the changes need to come, because this is not a battle that needs to be fought with conquering. Yeah, it's not a battle that needs to be fought because all that's getting spilled is more emotions. Yeah, it's asking for a change in the situation. It's saying, Spirit's saying, look, in order to bring peace and clarity, we're going to clear away everything that is no longer serving you. You don't have to have this energy. Stay in balance, yeah? Stay in balance. Now, remember we had the rest and rejuvenation, the Four of Swords. We have the Four of Swords again underneath the Hermit. So not only is he above the Hermit and telling us to kind of rest ourselves and take some self-care, he's also underneath. Now in this card, I don't see it as self-care in this card. I see it as raising your vibration. Yeah, I do this visualization where I imagine myself walking up these stairs to a doorway. Yeah, clouds, whatever. It's very much like this. This is part of a daily visualization that I do in order to raise my vibration. And as I step up each step, I can feel my energy raising. It's asking you to raise your energy out of this situation. Yeah, there's justice, because we got underneath the four here, we've got the Justice card to clarify. Justice will be done. Yeah, it's telling you, you don't have to be the emperor and dominate this situation. Justice is coming. Fairness is coming. there's going to be that level of reciprocity, yeah? Now, underneath the Queen of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords, yeah? Now, this is slaying that devil again. It's about feeling like we've got no way out, except this time the devil's got 10 swords in it, or the demon, and it's still chasing us, yeah? It's still chasing us. We've also got this picture here of somebody taking somebody who's really ill to the hospital, and they're being pushed away, yeah? They're not being let in. So it's saying this energy is only going to bring you more stress. Now, the Ten of Swords is like mentally feeling like you're at your limit, you're at your tether, yeah? You're at the very end of this connection, yeah? It's also saying that things cannot get any worse, yeah? So it's about pulling back your energy and raising your vibration, yeah? It's like the more... We have the Five of Cups here again. This is what I'm talking about with the spilt. We have this energy of grief. We have this energy of focusing on the negatives instead of the positive. Here, as the last card coming into the reading, it's saying you've still got 2 cups, yeah? And another day will come. These clouds are only here for the moment, yeah? Once you step over that bridge and go somewhere else, you're not even going to remember what these cups represented to you, yeah? But right now, it's saying that there's an air of grief and of resentment, of feeling like we've lost something, yeah? And it's saying that the way to get over that loss is through our connection with the divine, yeah? It's also a 19, so it adds up to 10. So it talks about endings and new beginnings. 9 being the ending, and then the 1 being the new beginning as well. And 10 is also the limit. So it's saying you've reached your limit. Now, the only way to get out of this situation is to raise your vibration and trust that justice will be served. Changes are being brought about, yeah? And this energy of grief, of loss, is not helping, yeah? It's asking you to have faith, to have hope in the situation, yeah? To put your faith in a higher power. So take care, stay blessed. Hope this has helped. Bye bye.